Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Masterpiece, the most inspirational podcast in the land. Today's masterpiece, a true inspiration. She's been bodybuilding. I've been in fitness for over 35 years. She's a professional, business professional, professional bodybuilder, and she's doing all this at the tender age of 50. So, joining us from the Sunshine State of Florida, Miss Erika Shelton. Stay tuned after this intro for her story.
Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go.
Hello, Erica. How you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate you. The masterpiece. Our only goal here is to inspire people to get active and to stay active. And I appreciate you joining us on the show to help us meet that goal. So thank you, ma'am.
My pleasure.
So
Thank you for having
like I said, true inspiration. In the sport for 35 years, 50 years old. You're still doing it. How did you get into the sport?
since I was 15 years old, I always been passionate about fitness and beauty and health. And I had back home, I had a fitness and modeling center. And I started learning a little bit more about fitness and about beauty and nutrition. However, when I was turning 50 years old, which was this year, I got a passion to get into the bodybuilding um, industry because I thought, you know what, being 50, I got to be in the best version of myself. It's a different level of commitment, a different level of discipline. You learn so much about how fascinated it is to just build your body, how to change your body, how to transform your body. So that was my motivation to get into learning and getting into the sport of bodybuilding.
So kudos to you, ma'am. So 35 years. I mean, I'm so you've seen a lot of things between back then and today. How has the sport changed? Or how has fitness changed in your eyes in the last 35 years?
So I believe that now women are more open to, you know, lift weight. I think back in my days, well, not back in my day, but I think
Yeah.
a couple of years before, people was more into doing cardio. Like female was more the steps and all this. The cardio and the fitness was more into the cardio part of the business. But I think as years have passed, women are taking more courage to lift heavier or maintain that muscularity in them. So I think that has changed a lot. It's not so much like a taboo, and you can see a mix of women and male in the gym. So you will see a mix. So it's not something that women know are more aggressive into lifting heavier.
Yep, I agree. I can see that. Thank you for that perspective. So, what division do you compete in, as far as bodybuilding?
I compete in bikini division.
Okay. Okay. Uh, so over 35 years, being in fitness and beauty and that whole all that good stuff, how have you changed? What has changed about you in the last 35 years?
I think learning about body composition, right? Because when although I am always very involved and passionate about nutrition and fitness and beauty, learning about the macronutrients, learning about what your body needs, because every woman say I eat healthy, right? And I eat the salad with the chicken, but then I don't eat enough to
Yeah.
build my muscles. And I was one of those women's, right? And I never have been overweight, but I was skinny fat, right? So we
Mhm.
feel that we're size zero, but we have more body fat. So what changed is learning how to reduce and control that body fat in my body and how to change my body composition. So that was amazing.
Okay. Yeah, good for you. So, you said 35 years, no injuries. I'm just coming off an injury. So I injured my shoulder. I've only been in it for 2 years. So 2 years. My second year, this year I got injured. Was pretty healthy my first year. 35 years, no injury. Please give me your secret. How do you
Well,
do it?
listen, this is my and I'm being honest. I love the sport. I'm not a person that I'm like the session, right? I know that this is most importantly your health and doing it in a safety way. Like I said, through my years of being in the fitness industry and been doing the aerobics and the steps and doing a couple of training, I always think about safety. And I will go at the gym and I will do, because if I don't have someone to spot me, I will just do what I can do at that time, right? Because you don't want to injure yourself. I know you guys, men will go harder, and females, we're different. I guess we will know that where's our limit. Where can we go more? So I always like encourage everyone. Make sure that you're doing it safely, and if you don't have someone there with you, don't go heavier that you can, right? Because you don't want to hurt yourself. But I know that a male mentality is totally different from a female mentality. So that's why you see more male getting more injured than females.
Yeah. So I agree, but at the same time, I would want to add, listen to your body when it hurts.
Exactly. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And it's the
So
same thing. Like, some days that there are weeks that I work really hard, and sometimes my body technically is telling me take a break, and I listen to my body and I take that break and I take that day just to relax, and the next day I come back stronger. It's not that
yeah,
I'm feeling tired. It's just like your body will, like you say, your body will tell you, it's time to take a break, and it's okay. You need to take that day to just recover and be stronger the next day.
exactly. So I'm guilty of not listening to my body. So my body was saying, "Hey, hey, hey, this don't feel good," but I kept it going.
Absolutely.
On me.
Yep.
So, so what's your when it comes to this fitness industry and everything else? What's your favorite, absolute favorite? What do you love about the fitness industry and the sport?
I love the commitment, the process and the outcome, because to get that outcome, you got to go through the process. And that's where you can see if you really have the balls to be committed to the process. The process is the harder part, right? Anybody can say, I'm going to go to the gym, you know, twice a week, and then I disappear and I go back the next month. But when you have consistency, when you have discipline, you will see the outcome. So that's what I love. That because I push myself, and it's something that I say every day I want to do something harder, right? Every day I want to go to the gym and push myself. So what I love about this part is like you become a better person, right? You become a person stronger, not only physically but mentally, because you challenge your mind to go harder, stronger, and at that moment that you're at the gym and you feel that you cannot lift that 5 more pounds that you did last week, you see yourself doing it. So that is kind of a gratification. So I love that you pushing myself every day and making myself a better person.
Yeah, amen. I think the mental side of the sport doesn't get enough attention. I think a lot of people see the weights, but they don't realize the how much mental discipline it takes to actually compete and to go for months on a diet and go for months in the gym just to get on stage for uh, 15, 20 minutes and then to kind of to lose it, not lose it, but to kind of let loose for a little bit and kind of lose all that you worked for all those months before. So,
Yeah,
but I appreciate you bringing up and talking about the mental side of it. The mental side, without the mental side, there's no physical and there's no. I mean, you won't get the results that you're looking for.
absolutely.
So you showed your photo. You look outstanding in your photo. Uh, what's your least favorite aspect of the sport? What's the most challenging? Your least favorite?
I think that my last is, you know, is sometimes I would say, I would not say that you have to prive yourself to eat certain food, but the nutrition part have to be very on point, right? And I never said there's good or bad food. I never said, this, but you have to eat clean, right? You
Yeah.
don't, you have to, that sometimes there are days that even though like you're human and I'm Latina and sometimes I want to eat that rice more than, that you got that face that you can do the carbs and then you got to stop doing that carbs. So you want to, you have your family eating certain things. So just that discipline, that nutritional part is tough, right? It's not
Yeah.
like for one. So I think that sometime when I doing a bulking or eating like a little bit more to gain, and then I got to go back to a cutting, that transition is tough. It's
Oh yeah.
tough.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The minds will play tricks on you.
I
It's
know.
amazing how the mind plays tricks on you. It's like, man, but you just have to. It takes a strong person to resist the urge for some sweets. Anything that's outside your diet to eat clean. It takes a very strong, a lot of willpower. So,
Yeah.
uh, so 35 years. What's your most memorable moment? Your biggest achievement?
So my biggest achievement was having my own business. I had a
Oh,
fitness
nice.
I have a fitness center and a modeling center, and it was beautiful because it gave me the opportunity to connect with a lot of women, a lot of young um, teenagers, and teach them about self-esteem, loving your body. I was able to um, speak in a lot of seminars for women and share like love. One of the things, and I talk about women because we are the worst critics of ourselves, right? Every woman hates something about themselves. So, but if we learn to enhance and we learn to what can I do to make this area of my body better, we have to learn, right? Because nobody's perfect. Not even you can see all the Miss Universe. We all have little things that we don't like about us, but how can we deal with it? What can we do to make it better? So, I think that was when I was probably between my 18 20s that I had my business, and I share so much experience and helping so many women and teenagers to love themselves, love your body. And if you don't love something about your body, do something to make it better. Do something to change it, right? We don't just sit there and say, "Oh, I hate my belly. I can't deal with this." But what are we doing, right? We hate our
Yeah.
belly, going and eat all the fatty food, right? So what are we doing? So I think for me, my purpose is helping just to be inspiration. Like if I can be inspiration for one person per day, that made my day, right? And that's what I was able to have more connection at that time with, teenagers and women's and helping them transform it. And not only the bodies, but mentally, because everything
Yeah.
is mental. Everything here, I always tell people, this is a mental game, right? If you're not mentally ready for this, you're not going to make it. So, mentally helping people to get where they want to get and love themselves, love your body.
Yeah, like you said, inspire one. So that's our motto. If we can inspire one from this podcast, we have done our job. So hopefully you hear it here, audience. Be inspired, Miss Erica. You seen the photo. She's doing great things. She's doing big things. Been in the business for 35 years. Be inspired. Get active. Stay active. So at 50, what's your
Fifth,
source of inspiration? What keeps you going? What wakes you up and get you going in the morning?
you know, for me, 50 pushed me to say, you know what? Our age is just a number. A
Yeah,
lot of people, they aging, they feel that they have to be unhealthy. And what get me out every day is I'm a healthy person because for me, health is more valuable than anything. It's priceless, right? We can have all the money in the world, but when you're in the bed that you can even walk, that doesn't matter, right? So for me is taking care of myself, you know, enjoying my 50 years old in the best that I can, not thinking like, oh, because I'm going to be 50, I'm getting older, not because I'm going to be 50, I have to be sick, I have to get all the symptoms of, oh my God, my blood pressures and all that. No, that doesn't have to be like that, right? We determine what we want to get, how we want to live our life. We determine how healthy we want to be. So for me, getting up every day and being grateful and be thankful with God and say, you know what, I can walk, I feel good, I can go to the gym, I can move my muscles. That's what is matter, the healthy mindset that I have every day.
I'm going to the gym right now. You just motivated me. Let me go lift some weights.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I can I can tell you, like, I have been, and I say humble, like, with people that are 20, and I probably look more better than someone that is 20, because it depends on your lifestyle. So
Yeah,
your age means nothing. So when people are going to turn 50, they feel like, oh, it's okay if I'm going to be 50. They're expecting to be unhealthy. They're expecting to be sick. They're expecting to have a life that, oh, I can do this because I'm 50. I can go to the gym because I'm 50. No, I see people that 60, 70, and they have amazing bodies.
yeah.
So age is just a number. It have nothing to do with your health. It have nothing to do with your physique. It have nothing to do. It's about your mindset.
Yeah. Well, amen. I agree 100%. And I'll say that if I had to think about what 50 looked like years ago, I wouldn't say 50 looked like you. So kudos to you. I mean, you look amazing for 50 years old. And I hope you keep it going. So keep it going to 50 to 60 and whatever life God's give you. So good job.
Yeah, thank you.
So so what's next for you? So what's next? What do you hope to accomplish or what do you hope to achieve next?
Well, I would like I continue getting into competitions. Of course, my goal is to get into my pro car. I'm not, like, right now. I'm kind of getting in a prep to my next show. And like I said, I'm doing it safety. Like everybody know, I'm a natural bodybuilder. I don't, I don't judge anyone, but I like to keep it natural. So when you're doing natural, it's different. Your
Yeah.
body's different. Your it's gonna take a little longer, but
Yeah.
we get right. So my concept is natural bodybuilding, and it can be natural. A lot of women also sometimes they feel intimidated to getting into this sport because they think they have to take any PDs, and it's not necessary, right? You can go into the natural route and be into the bikini competition. So
Yeah.
just have to do it. You got to be more focused, more detailed, more committed, but it definitely can be done. So my next step is to continue into competition, getting my pro card, and learning more every day, learning more, and being better.
Yeah. That's a great goal to have. Uh, I'll be following you on the IG or Instagram, so you can follow Erica as well. Her Instagram handle is listed below. And you get that pro card, please come back. Please come back on the show to show your
Absolutely.
pro card, your
Absolutely.
medals, your photos, and all that other good stuff. Yeah, so we can celebrate you.
Absolutely.
So 35 years in fitness, like I said, you look outstanding. You're handling your business as far as your health at 50. Uh, for someone that hasn't started, or someone's on the fence and thinking about getting started, what bit of inspiration, what bit of advice can you give that person?
So my advice to people that say, I'm going to start tomorrow, I'm going to start next day, or I don't have the time. One thing I'm going to tell you: if you don't take time to take care of yourself, to take care of your body, you're going to have to take time to go to the doctor or be in the hospital. So you got to choose what you want to do, right? So a lot of my friends, they're like, oh, you know what, I work 12 hours. When I finish, I'm so tired. Okay,
Yeah,
but when you get sick, you're going to have to stop working because you're going to have to be in the hospital. So you have to make a decision. This is a decision that you have to make. Nobody can make it for you. And when I talk to people and they're not ready, right? So you have to be ready. You have to be saying, today's the last day. I'm going to stop. I'm going to take care of myself. And it's a decision that you have to make, and have to make it today, because tomorrow is not promised for anyone. Tomorrow your life can change in 1 minute, right? And then we want to regret it. So it's better to take that time to go to the gym, to eat healthy, than taking the time to taking medications and going to the doctor.
yeah. Well, you heard it here first. So that's our whole goal, to prevent this epidemic of diseases that's preventable. So heart disease is totally preventable with exercise. So like I said, hopefully we can inspire one. Hopefully your story inspires one person to get active and to stay active. So, want to take a minute to talk about your business. What do you want to share with the audience about your business?
Yeah, absolutely. We continue helping females, mentoring females in the area of, nutrition. I'm not a nutrition, I'm not a doctor, but we guide them. Most important to give them the guide. Sometimes you can connect with a woman that you can talk and feel the same connection. So I'm here, all the time to listen, to help, and to inspire. That's more important, to inspire someone that, today is not today. We want to do it right now. Right now we want to make that decision, because if we don't make the decision now, there's not a tomorrow, there's not a later. We don't know what's going to happen. So now is the time for you to say, you know what, I want to change, I want to make my body look better. And sometimes it's not only like you have to be a competitor, because this have nothing to do to be a bodybuilding. You just have to be to taking care of yourself, and taking care of yourself translate into self-love and self-care. So go for it. You can do it. I do it every day. I'm not perfect, and if you slip one day, tomorrow you want to come back again, but challenge yourself and say, okay, I'm going to do it. And if you have any question, you can just contact me through my IG, and I will be here to help you in any way I can.
Well said, ma'am. I appreciate it. I just want to repeat that again. It's not about being a bodybuilder. It's just about being the best version of yourself and taking care of yourself. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for sharing that. Well said. So, unfortunately, our time is up. Like I said, go forth. I will be following you. Get that pro card. Would love to have you back in the show to talk about your experience and any other advice you would like to, inspiration you would like to share. I'm gonna go to the gym and lift some heavy weights now that I'm healed. But appreciate your time. So this has been the masterpiece, Miss Erika Shelton, a true inspiration. 50 years old, still doing it big. Get out there, follow her on IG, like her, follow her. Get in her business or whatever the case may be, and just show her some attention and appreciation for her time. And hopefully, someone is inspired. If you are inspired, please follow, like, share both me and Erika. Appreciate your time. Any parting thoughts, Miss Erika?
No, thank you so much for having me. And it was a pleasure, and it was fun being here with you.
Yeah, same thing here. I really enjoyed it. Nice meeting you. Uh, be safe out there in the Sunshine State. And like I said, hopefully we can do this again. So this has
Absolutely.
been the masterpiece, and I'm out. Be safe.
Right.